X here, and I'm here with Mrs. Tiffany Pickett-Doris, and we're talking hair, ladies, natural hair. Tiffany's going to show us a little later how to make a shea butter mix, but for now, we're going to have a little chat with her. How you doing, Tiff?
I'm good.
Great. Thank you for being here with us today. So tell me a little about yourself. You know, where you from, where you grew up.
Born and raised in Detroit. Though my husband and I just moved back from Georgia last year. Want to go back, but but originally
down
born
south,
and raised
man.
here. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I can imagine. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it here. Just give me a little background on how it was for you going natural. How was your transition?
Well, I didn't actually transition. I got a bad perm from a lady that I trusted to do my hair for a year and had no problems before then. And at the time, I was rocking a short haircut anyway, shaved on the sides. It was a mohawk. So I didn't really realize, I guess, the damage that it did until it was time for me to get my hair touched up in 2 weeks. And I was just like, well, I can't keep perming my hair. I'm just going to cut it all off. And I didn't know I was technically going natural. I just was trying to figure out what else to do other than put another perm in my hair because I knew my edges are leaving. And I wanted to save them.
Save those edges.
I wanted to save.
Saving the edges, ladies. That's a big thing here. So, would you say it was easier than you expected?
Well, easy for me because my mind was already made up about it, and it can't be that hard.
Right.
I did it as a child, so I should be able to do it now. So it wasn't that hard. I wasn't expecting my family to be so negative about it, but.
And that was my next question. How were you perceived by others?
Oh, okay.
Where they're like, looks like, girl, what you doing?
My mom was already upset when I cut my hair in the first place. Just cut it short. So when it was a teeny weeny afro, she looked at me like I done lost my mind. Everybody, my cousin outright told me, I don't like your hair.
I want to ask, do you get that, you're so brave and I can never be that brave?
And I hate that. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's
brave.
like, this is how my hair's supposed to look, and
it's not that big of a deal to me. Maybe because I'm not tied up. I've never been tied into my looks in general. I definitely am not that serious. It's just hair.
It's just hair.
It's just hair.
I feel the same way. It grows back, you know.
Yeah, I get, oh, you're so brave, or I'll get, oh, you're cute to have that kind of hair.
Oh, that's such an insult.
Really,
that's such an insult.
It really makes me upset.
So, how would you say your husband felt? Like, did he accept it? Did he
My husband
give you a
was
good reaction?
all for it. I was smart enough to ask him first.
Yeah.
Before I cut him because I didn't transition.
Good wife. Pay attention. Good wife here.
I took his clippers and shaved all my hair off, so it was going to be a big adjustment for him. But he liked short hair, and he told me that my face wasn't going to change, and neither did my personality, so he didn't really care. You know, and he hates weave. So.
Yeah, and I've come to find that men really love it. Like, I get so many compliments. Just last night, we were eating. The bartender made it his business, come wipe our table down and said, I like your hair. And I said, oh, well, thank you. You know, it made me feel a little better about the situation because I get crazy looks from women. Women give me the worst looks.
It's not even all women. It's black women. And that, to me, is the most... I mean, at least you get looks. I get hands in my head all day.
Oh, they're touching?
Every day.
Oh.
I mean, scalping. Like, not just touching my hair. They're going in for my scalp. Oh, your hair it's soft.
Yeah. I take care of it.
You expect it to feel like it's hair.
Yo, God. Okay, and let's see. Would you say that is it hard to maintain your hair being a mom of two?
Everything is hard being a mom of two, but no, it's not. Once you get a routine set, like I have a specific day that I wash my hair, so, and I also have help from my husband, so.
Oh, good.
That takes a lot of pressure.
Hear that, ladies? Husbands will help. They will help.
No, my husband is silly. So just teach me. No, I ain't gonna teach you how to twist my hair. Just get the babies and I'll do the hair.
Okay, so why do you? What would you say about we're gonna scratch that. Why did you decide to start making your own products?
Because it's expensive.
That's a good reason.
It's expensive, and well, I already knew I didn't want to put a lot of. Before I cut my hair off, I did a lot of research on what I needed to do to take care of it, and they were all talking about sulfates and parabens, and I'm like, I don't know, didn't know what any of it was. And the more research, I realized how much stuff is actually in the things we put in our hair. So I just wanted to minimize that, keep it simple, and it's so much easier and cheaper and cost efficient for me to add oil to my shea butter and stretch it. And I don't use shampoo, so just buying conditioner, even if it's a cheap conditioner, it helps. But simplicity is bliss, ladies. Is really
nice and
easy.
simple. Yeah, especially when. Yeah, I can
imagine. It's hard to buy a product and find something that works for your hair the same way every time.
Yeah.
Especially if you're, because we live in Michigan, so the weather does play a huge part in your hair.
Yes, it does.
I didn't know I had to wear heat protectant even in the summer, just because the sun itself can damage your hair. Like, it takes a lot.
That's
to do your research.
That's something I didn't know about heat protectant in the summer, so I'm gonna put that in my notes.
Use
in my natural hair notes.
Summer, especially if you're out. Like, I like
outdoors
to be outside.
Yeah.
Yes, I love to be outside, so definitely do that.
So, would you say that you've seen a significant change in the health of your hair since using your own products?
Not technically the health, because my hair was healthy either way, but it definitely is a lot softer. It's a lot more moisturized. Because a lot of even natural products that say it's all natural, turn it around and read the label. If it has a lot of alcohol in it, alcohol is drying to my hair. So I've realized I don't have to use water as much, and I don't have to apply as much product in my hair when it's an all-natural product.
Makes sense. Okay. How passionate are you about, just educating women and just letting them know that natural hair, it's not all the bad things people say about it. Like, how do you feel about just educating women, I should say?
I'm actually, to be honest, I don't.
Okay.
Because talking to women about their hair, it can get real heated real quick.
Especially a black woman.
Yes. And it's always women who ask me. I always make my business not to try to push it on anybody, because if you relax or whatever works for you, works for you.
Right.
But if people ask me, you'd be surprised they ask me and then they argue with me about it. And tell me it's not true. Have you ever had natural hair? No.
No.
Well,
how would you know?
How would you know?
Exactly.
I'm just trying to tell you, I've had some people, you put a texturizer in your hair. I don't even know what a texturizer is. Is that a term?
Texturizer. I think a texturizer is. Yeah, that's what it is. Texturizer gives you the curl. A perm straightens you, and then the texturizer gives you the curls. And I can see how people would think you have had a texturizer too, instead of just asking or being, I think that people are afraid to, though, especially women. Like, women are afraid to ask another woman about her hair. Me, when I saw natural women, I wanted to know, like, what did you do? Your hair's so pretty. Like, tell me.
You are so lucky. Maybe it's my husband say I look mean. Because I get the rudest. No, I do. I get the rudest women. I get the rudest stares. It's just really weird sometimes. But as far as educating women, I do try. When people do ask me, I make sure I say this. This is what I do. If you got questions, ask me, because I don't have any family that's natural, and I didn't have any friends at first when I went natural. Right. So it was hard for me. Everything I learned, I had to learn the hard way. But now I'm like, I can help you with that. You don't have to make as many mistakes as I did. But a lot of people, they're really standoffish.
Yeah.
Either they're really, really for it, or they're really, really against it.
Taking it back.
I never get a middle.
Just hair. I'm so confused.
Like, people just ask me, what do you do? Like, do you remember? But for some of us getting perms, well, for me anyway, it was not my choice.
Nope.
I had long hair, thick hair down my back, and my mom decided it was just easier, because there's no use for a perm if it's supposed to be for straightening. My hair comes out so much straighter now with me just blow drying it and flat ironing it. I don't use a pressing comb. That's just way too much heat.
Yeah.
And it's really no need for a perm.
I'm gonna have a confessional moment here. You're actually like one of the reasons I decided to go natural. Just watching your progress, and I remember seeing you. We hung out a couple times, and you had the weave or the wig or whatever you did that day. That's cute too. But then just seeing you with just your natural beautiful hair, you were just so beautiful, and I'm like, I have to try that. Like, I have to, and I went through phase, like I had braids. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do with my hair when these braids come down? So I'm like, I'm just going to try it. And I cut off about an inch, maybe 2 inches, because I was a little uncomfortable with cutting so much. So I just did it. I transitioned.
A little bit at a time.
Yeah, I had to, because my hair is like my girlfriend. Like, this is my wife right here. And so
I'm telling you, it's like a baby.
It is.
You gotta nurse your baby.
Yes, it is. Yes, and I didn't want to be like, I'm not going to say like, I didn't want to have really, really short hair, so I just tried to transition the best way I could. But you really were my inspiration, and I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome, though I did do anything, but
you just inspired. You just inspired, and I'm sure you've inspired more women than just me. I'm sure you have.
Just one openly. I don't know about everybody else, but it was hard. It is hard if your hair means a lot to you.
Yeah,
it's hard. And I had to tell myself, what am I holding on to?
True,
because the hair that's on my head ain't healthy.
I had to tell myself the same thing, and I've had long hair my whole life, so this is the shortest it's ever been. It's really not that short though. I have shrinking hair, so it's a little shorter than it looks a little shorter. I mean,
shrinkage is something serious. You have to be doing it for the right reasons. If you're doing it for length, I would suggest ladies to transition for as long as you can possibly take the 2 textures. That way when you do cut, it's at a nice length that you're comfortable with wearing.
Yeah.
Me, I didn't care, so I went all the way.
You went all out with it.
Oh, yes.
Well, we want to thank Tiffany for being here with us. She's going to show us how to make the shea butter mix a little later today. Thank you, Tiffany.
You're welcome. And one more thing, if I could say anything for the ladies, if you're not sure, please do your research. The one thing that helped me stay natural this long and be confident is YouTube. It is so many more women on this earth going through the same things that you were going through that can help you with the questions that you... I mean, there's so many ways to get curls and even stretch your hair and straighten it without heat. Use YouTube. It's really, really helpful.
She's endorsing YouTube. You heard it here.
I should get paid for that.
Well, bye, babies.